Hi guys.
Guys.
Are you doing the dishes?
I'm putting it away.
Hi guys and welcome.
Ding!
Ding! Non-specific dings. I thought that it would be great to film in my pajamas with tonight's guest Storm, who's in his work uniform. And my mum, who's folding clothes in her pajamas. Oh, that's not pajamas. No, sorry, beautiful dress.
Smooth.
Hi! I love you. So, I've said so like 8 times, and I'll have a so tally. Pathogenic stuff, make sure you wash your mushrooms, because you don't want pathogen. Where did the... Oh, it smells really gardeny. So what were you going to ask me before? And I was like, oh, let's film this. Let's make an episode. And you were like, you used to ask something really profound.
Where do you stand on Buddhism?
Every time I hear a little splice of information about Buddhism, I'm like, yeah, like, that's so cool. I want to live by that. And I'm going to research it and read a book. And I never do. The monk who sold his Ferrari.
Yeah.
And you... Okay, guys. What I'm making is a typical Shayelle dinner. I like to cover my bases with plenty of veg, fibre, antioxidants, obviously spice and turmeric. So, ding! So, I can swear, that's fine. How do I start a sentence without so?
I'm doing this.
Oh, that's so bitter to do. Alright, so,
Ain't no help but this girl.
I always use brightly coloured veggies and fruit in most of my recipes. Antioxidants are good for
Everything.
everything, also known as fighting free radicals. Probably
Oxidative stress reduction.
oxidative stress, so if you've just exercised. So when you exercise, of course you're doing your body a world of wonders, but you do cause a bit of oxidative stress. Therefore, you need to replenish with food that's full of...
Antioxidants.
So, I need to stop eating all the ingredients. Oh, I said so.
Gonna count.
Oh, what am I up to?
Like 6.
6. So, the recipe is last night's quinoa. So, I'm going to call this the So podcast, even though it's not a podcast.
8.
The So, what? No, you can't count those ones because I'm referring it. No, don't stop counting. The base of the recipe, well, it's kind of everything. It's a mix of veggies. Cooked rice or quinoa or amaranth or millet. What's going on top is zoodles. Can you make sure it's recording? Shut up. So raw zoodles on top of the grain. Grilled broccoli, crunchy. Well, I'm using broccolini today. Raw cabbage. Whatever kind of fun things you like on top. So I love putting sauerkraut and pickled chilies. What do you call them? Jalapenos or jalapeno. And I will slightly give these a cook, my spinach, so that it makes the iron more bioavailable too. And mushrooms, I'll probably cook those up with garlic and a bit of spice, but not too much spice because someone is a wuss when it comes to chili. And then raw rocket on top. Well, they call it arugula. I think the main star of tonight's dish is a pumpkin. So I will boil the pumpkin and then mash it just like a mashed potato, but it's mashed pumpkin, and just use a teeny bit of almond milk or coconut milk, whatever you've got around, cinnamon and black sesame seeds, juicy sweet pumpkin sauce, and you dunk it on dob. What's that word?
Dollop? Put?
You dollop, yeah, dollop it on top, and that's the dish. Let's get started. So broccolini, chop it first. Really? In a forest? So if you haven't heard me ramble on about it before, if you're cooking broccoli, make sure you chop it at 30 to 40 minutes before you cook it, because there is an enzyme called myrosinase which is killed in the process of cooking, aka when you apply heat. Myrosinase is dead. It dies. And it blends with its substrate molecule called glucoraphanin, and they create what's called sulforaphane. And sulforaphane is fantastic for cancer fighting and everything else. No, but seriously, make sure you chop your broccoli because it makes it way better for you. Way betterer. We're going to start. I haven't said that word, that 2-letter word that starts with so. S.
That's 10.
You start cooking your grain, and the next thing you want to do is boil your pumpkin, because that's going to want to be ready for sauce time. Sauce. Pathogenesis. Sorry, that should be a word.
It is pathogenesis.
Oh, I'm basically a vegetable. I forgot you guys were there. So I have used only half of the Jap pumpkin? That sounds racist. I've used half of the pumpkin. I just threw up a little bit from now. I threw up. I used half the pumpkin. So chopped up into little squares. I'm going to boil that together, and this half is going back in the fridge for tomorrow's recipe. So my dad has a pumpkin patch, an eggplant patch, and he brought in 27 eggplants yesterday from his garden and made a stew with them, and there's still like 20 left. So I'm going to make a baba ganoush out of them all the next time you watch the channel. So do you want to? Yeah, that'd be nice. So that, and I'm going to chop up some garlic to throw on top. I had a bunch of garlic. I don't know where it's gone. Shrooms. I'd love to find the garlic though. Belly, but I've been eating garlic since I could speak, probably before actually. So it's easy on my stomach. Just see how it goes. So if you, oops. So why are you dangling that at me?
That's why you wash your veggies.
Oh.
That can give you all kinds of foodborne disease.
I like to cook my onions on a really high heat because if they go on low heat, they have to cook for too long and they go all like sad and floppy. So if you cook them hotter, at more heat, then they're nice and crispy. So, so hard. Oh my god, it's so cute. For cooking the mushrooms, I'm going to throw in about 3/4 teaspoon of paprika, so more turmeric than anything else. Oh, have you ever had too much turmeric in one dish?
The first time I used it in the dal, I put in
And pepper.
like 2 tablespoons worth.
I think the daily recommended dose, minimum of 1/4 teaspoon a day for turmeric, maximum of like 1 teaspoon. Why don't you use Himalayan salt? Apart from the fact there's no iodine in it, and it's just marketing bullshit.
Is that not the sole reason? Iodine is the one single sole ingredient you need to make thyroid hormones in your body. If you don't have iodine in your body, you cannot make triiodine. There's T3 and T4. They are made entirely from iodine. You don't have iodine, you can't make those, so your thyroid doesn't work.
Endocrine disorders, aka disruption of hormones.
Himalayan pig salt has no iodine in it.
The broccoli I'm just going to put in plain because there's so many flavours with everything else. No, I don't know if this is a real thing because I'm not a chef or a cook or a doctor or anything special. I am just me. But one time I set fire to my grandma's kitchen because my dad and I were cooking nachos and we shut the door of the oven when it was on grill. It caught on fire. And then when we opened the grill, oxygen feeds fire. And so we had to like get a tea towel, whipping the thing, like trying to turn off the... We put the fire out and then Mum walks in the door like half an hour later and she's like, did someone burn the toast? It was funny. You had to be there. I was there.
No.
Make sure the broccolini don't get black.
Everything gets cyclones.
That's weird. It's like a hole. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Ooh, it's getting big. Ooh. Death. Okay, so zoodles.
Undesirable penetration or disruption of your epidermal, dermal, and subdermal membrane.
Not cut. Card. Back up. We are lost. We are so lost. I don't even know if I should go into this because I'm confused myself. Was it you saying I'm like Moana?
Yes, you are.
You're welcome. I don't know the rest of it. Something. You're looking at him. This guy. The other day. It was like 2 years ago. Actually, the week I went vegan 2 years ago with Ash Freeman.
Face to face with greatness and its strength.
Hair at the bar. You're welcome. I sue the sun. Anyway.
Honestly, I could go on and on. I can explain every natural phenomenon. Listen, what is it?
You're distracting me. You're welcome. How you wash cabbage?
Not bad.
I killed an eel, I buried its guts, I spread a tree, now we got coconuts. Why would you get coconuts from an eel? Eels up inside ya.
What came into my head?
Mighty Bush. The Rock can actually sing. You can leave us sing it for a sec. That's fine. Keep it.
Yep.
So, I didn't say that. I could just edit it out. Say what? That's pumpkin. This is almond coconut milk. Cinnamon, roughly that much. Salt. Black sesame seeds. They just look. But look at them. Look at the colour. So that's ready. Bed of rocket. Can you imagine if your actual bed was made of rocket? Zoodles. Spinach with mushrooms. Then you'll put your salsa and then jalapenos. A little bit of sauerkraut. This is one I just found at the local health food store, and it's got greens and seaweed and stuff mixed in. Broccoli. So there is tonight's dinner. Zoodles that are raw, the broccolini that's been in the grill for a few minutes. Underneath we've got the bed of rocket and quinoa and red cabbage, and then here is our mushroom and cooked spinach in there. Jalapenos for flavour, green sauerkraut, and then pumpkin mash. Easy way to cook in about 30 minutes.